How does your media product represent particular social groups, gender, age, ethnicity, stereotypes? Our media product represents particular social groups in certain ways. For example, we represented gender, age, ethnicity, and stereotypes in different ways for our media product. For gender, we had no female characters because our genre is action and thriller. The reason for this is because the majority of females are not known to be interested in action films. Also, when we did our film research, for example, in the Expendables 2, there was only one female character during the whole opening scene. This is because females are stereotypically seen as weak and not known to be in action films, and also majority of females are never involved in crime. So that's why we had no female characters in our opening. For age group, the two brothers are aged between 18 and 21. The reason for this is because young people are seen as antisocial people, just like Hamid, who is the hacker. He is seen as antisocial because stereotypically people his age are seen as antisocial and like to stay indoors and play on the computer. Also, we made Hamid look like a vigilante because people his age don't like politics and how things are and how things are run in the country. Also, young adults like to be independent, so we made him a vigilante in our media product. However, Yusuf, who is the younger brother, is seen as weak and lost because men aged 18 are stereotypically seen as lost and confused and not sure what to do in their life. We also made him look like a burden because younger brothers are stereotypically seen as a burden to the older brother because they always slow them down, and we showed this through our media product when Yusuf gets kidnapped and makes things harder for his older brother. Also, for our age group, the gangsters who kidnapped Yusuf are aged between 30 and 40 because they are seen as the most powerful out of all age groups, and we showed them as the most powerful because people aged 30 and 40 are seen as the most knowing and also run things across the world. So we represented them as the gangsters because gangsters are usually seen in control and run things. So we represented them this way in our media product. For ethnicity, we use Algerians because they are stereotypically seen as corrupt, and we represented them this way because Algerians are dangerous people. So we represented Algerians as corrupt people during our media product because it was fit into our scene. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in progression from it to the full product? We have learned a lot from our preliminary task because it taught us many things. For example, how to film and how to use a camera and also get different types of shots. And also it gave us an idea of how to film and it also gave us an idea of what filming would feel like. The preliminary task helped us because it helped our group in using a camera and also taught us how to use a stand. So we were able to use it during the main task and get good shots because we were experienced due to the preliminary task. Also, it helped us because it taught us how to edit. This helped show continuity when it came to the main task because we knew how to edit during the preliminary task, and also it gave us more experience in showing different styles of editing. The preliminary task also showed us how to work as a team, and it also gave us a role for the main task because it showed what each person is good at, and we used these skills when it came to the main task. The preliminary task also gave us experience when it comes to recording because we used a camera and used different positions for our camera shots, and because of this experience in recording, we didn't make the same mistakes in the main task as of when we did in the preliminary task. Also, in the preliminary task, we had to focus on three main things, which were match on action, shot reverse shot, and 180-degree rule. Because we had to show these techniques, it helped give us more experience in using these techniques. And when it came to the main task, we were used to using media techniques. And because of the preliminary task, we got to use more techniques because we were more experienced when it came to the main task. So the preliminary task was very helpful, and we have learned a lot from it and progressed further when it came to the full product.